So this was a fun tool review for us. We took the Dewalt Heavy Duty Walkie-Talkies to one of our crew members' commercial job sites and see how they worked. The site is the home of the future Boston Pipefitters Local 537. It's their training facility. It's a 5-story steel and concrete building with a 70,000 square foot area for the site. So in years past, two-way radios like walkie-talkies and Nextels were popular. And now it seems that everybody is or has a smartphone, and group texts are the way to go, and phone calls are the norm. I think we can still all agree that failure to communicate properly can and could result in job site accidents and certainly project rework. Effective peer-to-peer communication is critical when we're doing collaborative type of work. We decided ahead of time there were several features needed to be a viable job site solution for a radio, a walkie-talkie. And they were obviously ease of use, range, audio quality. Ergonomics plays a little factor in that. Functionality, certainly. Runtime, absolutely. And sufficient volume, because some of these job sites allowed. So we signed out 8 radios to specific team members and just asked them to start using the radios. It was clear to us that these radios were easy to use and intuitive. So right off the bat, all of the team members assigned to the radios, they turned them on and they just started using them immediately. Day one, channel one, turned them on, hit the ground running. It was really that easy. DeWalt claims that their 2-watt radios have a range of 25 floors or 300,000 square feet. We had a mix of 1-watt and 2-watt radios in our test. We used the radios for 2 weeks, and we were really surprised at how well they worked. Our testing showed that these radios worked flawlessly up to 0.4 of a mile. The reason why I know that is that's the exact distance to the local off-site coffee shop. We did that on Google Maps. Additionally, that distance is around obstacles and bending around corners. It's not straight line of sight. We tested these radios from inside the building's mechanical room, which is full of metal pumps and machines and lots of concrete and steel. That room's on the 5th floor, and we were able to speak to all 4 corners of the job site flawlessly, including the basement. Worked well. All of the team members agreed that the audio quality was good to very good to excellent. That was the quote. Very good to excellent. And the true test would be the audio quality in the field, and it was great. This rating, we basically judged it by the fact that all of our communications were loud, clear, and easily understood. That's an easy test. No need to repeat messages due to distortion or chatter. The DeWalt Yellow obviously made these radios easy to see in their small size, half a pound or less, 0.48 pounds, made it comfortable to carry either on the team's vest or on their belt. There is sufficient rubber overmold for slip-resistant grip, and the team liked a couple of the radio features, especially the large on-off button and the push-to-talk, the PTT button, which is right on the front face. I didn't comment too much on the PTT, but the location of it is not on the side of the radio. It's actually on the face of the radio, and that took a bit getting used to. Many of the radios that we've used in the past, the PTT button is on the side of the unit. One feature that was not immediately clear to the team, because nobody actually reads directions anymore, right? No guys do anyway, was that the charging dock can be modified to accept the radios with the belt clip on them. Everybody was frustrated because they had to take the belt clip off. Well, you just have to take a sleeve out of the docking charger and you plug it right in. It's fine. There's also a USB port for alternative charging options. One function of the Dewalt walkie-talkie is its ability to select a vibrate function. And this makes the radio vibrate when someone else speaks to you or alerts you. Vibrates on your belt, plus you hear the sound. Team felt that it was a nice feature because a lot of these radios went into their pockets and they were in loud environments, and they would often miss hearing being called, but they would feel the vibrate. Construction seems well built of these radios. Rubber gaskets, rubber covered PTT button. It is rated to IP67, which means that the radio will be able to work in dust, dirt, rain, and survive drops. In fact, the rating means that the radio is capable of a 2-meter drop, and it can withstand immersion in water from 15 centimeters up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. Let me see, features. The radio has a 22 channel range. presets with privacy codes to minimize interference. We did not experience any other interference in our testing, and we were in Boston. We used channel 1 for business, and the team on the slide used channel 6 for jokes and non-business stuff. Worked great. We tested 2 different radio models. Like I said, the only difference between those models were size and watts. The slightly larger radio was 2 watts. The slightly smaller radio was 1 watt. The 2 watt has a little bit longer range. For runtime, look, we simply just paid attention to the need to charge these radios. All of the radios operated within a normal 10-hour workday with no need to top off or charge the battery. We just charged them at night and picked it up the next day. Dewalt claims an 18-hour runtime or something like that, and that's based off a 90% standby, 5% talking, 5% listening usage. Overall, guys, pleased with the radio's volume. We were able to use them effectively around earth-moving equipment like excavators, even around chipping hammers. We had some chipping going on. We could still hear pretty well. You gotta hold it up, but you can hear it. We'd offered to Dewalt that they should reconfigure the robustness of that belt clip. There's a small plastic tab at the top of the clip, indexes into the body. The entire team, all of us felt that repeated removing and attaching of that clip over time is going to weaken that tab and cause failure. Basically, the entire team labeled that plastic tab as a weak point. As far as purchasing these, because people are asking where'd you get them or how can you get them, we found them on sale at Amazon. The 1 watt set is about 125 bucks. That's for 2 radios, charger, batteries. 2 watts is $149 for 2 radios. Phenomenal value. No matter any way you look at this, I would easily pay 200 bucks a pair for either one any day of the week for the ease on the job site that allowed us for communication. We noticed improved peer-to-peer communications, improved on our team while using them, as well as in the field. We especially appreciated the radios when we performed multi-group testing and tasks. For instance, we did a recent lights out test. That's where they cut the building power to test the emergency lighting. And the radios were way easier to use than cell phones, like texts and group conversations and all that stuff. Tests like these are done easier, clearer, and faster than with smartphones or cell phone communications. Clearly, we've proven it. We'll also be using these radios in a few weeks when we do the commissioning of the building. When that happens, I can see these radios having a permanent home with our team, as well as useful in other types of businesses and tasks. We're working in the attic, in the basement, shutting off circuits while you're in a room and trying to troubleshoot stuff like that. Overall, well done, Dewalt. We're impressed with the radios. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please consider subscribing. Just click that subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next review. Take care.